Hello world, this is Dennis, and I have another shortwave related video. This time I'm going to be asking a question to the shortwave radio community. Um, actually, it's a question and asking for some suggestion stuff. But anyhow, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make a secondary antenna for my. Here, let me turn this just a little bit so you can see them. For the realistic DX160 and the Helicrafters down here. The reason why I want a separate antenna is because I want these two here are like secondary radios. The main issue I have with both of these is on the upper bands, 13 through 30 megahertz on this one, and on this one let's see here. On the top band here, it's like 15.50 to 44 megahertz. They're dead silent, so I don't really use these two radios here during the daytime. Just on the evening, well, I do use I can listen to like the 40 meter ham band and like a 31 meter broadcast band and so on. And so far, oh boy, you know what I mean. Sorry, it's early in the morning and I'm still waking up. Have to work today. Anyhow, what I'm using for an antenna for these two at the moment, and I know it's not an ideal situation, but I don't think of. Oh, let me. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Basically, what I'm doing is with each radio, I just got a piece of. It's probably like 18 gauge wire, something like that. I have the wires from each radio running up to the ceiling and then running over towards the window there. The one wire, which is a little bit longer, I have wrapped around the support that's holding up the blinds there. And obviously it's not an ideal solution because the antenna is inside the house here and it's picking up all the interference that's generated in the house and stuff like that. So what I want to do is I want to make a separate outdoor antenna for these two radios here. My only question is, how do I feed the antenna to the radio? Because obviously you want coax running inside the house because it's shielded and you have less chance of interference. My only question is, how would I go from coax to this kind of connector here? On the Helicrafters and the realistic DX160, they have these screw terminals on the back for wire antennas. Now, my question is I got two questions. Either one, how would I make like a wire antenna to run to these radios that I would set up outside but wouldn't have to worry about picking up interference as it's coming into the house? Or two, how would I go from the wire to coax to these kinds of radios? What I was using before was this I don't know if it was a 1-to-1 balun or a 9-to-1 balun, but whatever, it was a homemade balun that I bought off of eBay. And recently it just stopped working, and that's what I was using to adapt the coax to go to these radios here. And like I said, for some reason it stopped working, so I couldn't use my outdoor antenna, which I'm using right now. Excuse me, with these radios here, with these two radios here. So what I'm looking for is a solution, some suggestions, whatever, to how I can. I have an idea how I want to set up the second outdoor antenna. I just need advice on how to feed it to the radio so I don't have the same problem I was having before in older videos when I was just running a wire from outside into the house, because obviously most of the wire is inside the house and it's still picking up the interference from various electronic devices and what else throughout the house. So if anybody has any suggestions, I'd appreciate it. And as always, peace and all that good stuff.